Okay, quadratic formula. The goal of quadratic formula is to find the roots. We've also called those the zeros or the x-intercepts. Okay, we learned how to factor to find the roots. This is just another way, especially if some things just can't be factored, so you would have to do it another way. This is the formula that I'm sure you will memorize because we're going to use it so much. I recommend taking a screenshot of this or pausing and writing it down. Now, when you start this, you need your quadratic to equal 0. So if it doesn't equal 0, you got to get everything to the other side. So I'm going to rewrite this equation with the equation equaling 0. X squared minus 12x plus 20 equals 0. And that number in front is 1 if there's no number there. So that means that A is 1, B is negative 12, and C is 20. So now if you remember the formula, it's negative B, which means if it's negative, you make it positive, plus or minus the square roots of B squared. Now I recommend in your calculator, make sure we're doing negative 12 inside parentheses because your calculator might not recognize that a negative times a negative is a positive, minus 4 times A times C. A was 1, C was 20, and that's all over 2 times A, which in this case is 1. So now you're going to simplify what's inside the radical. 12 squared is 144. 4 times 20 is 80. So 144 minus 80 is 64. I'm just going to simplify that. 2 times 1. Square root of 64 is 8. And so now you're going to end up with 2 numbers here almost every time. So you're going to do 12 plus 8 is 20, divided by 2 is 10. And 12 minus 8 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. And if you remember, most times a quadratic crosses through 2 spots anyway, okay? Only sometimes will it cross through once right there, okay? So sometimes you might get 2 of the same answer here, but in this case we got 10 and 2.